prerogative. What was it like making a feature film, having never made one before, and fresh out of animation school?
Yeah, so I made this film. I was just exiting school, so I met a producer called ERNEST, and he asked me to work on this film, and I started working on this film. I was not supposed to be the director, but he couldn't find one. So one day, 1 year after I started working on the film, he asked me, "Do you want to direct this film?" And I thought he was really the most craziest man on earth, because I was just exiting school. I didn't know how to make a long feature film, so it was like I had no clue how you can do that. So, but I did it. It took me 4 years. It was quite long, but and I had the help of two co-directors, Vincent Patin and Stéphane Aubier. And if you have the opportunity of watching a film they made called A Town Called Panic, it's really splendid film. It's about a cowboy living with an Indian and a horse, and they all live together in a house, and it's really funny. And have a look at it.
So Didier Brunet, the producer, tells a slightly different story where he intended Benjamin to direct it from the beginning, but he didn't tell Benjamin that for a year. So that's the story. Vincent and Stéphane's other film, new sequel to Town Called Panic, is showing at the festival in Short Films 1. It's called The Christmas Log. So it's a short film. Does anyone have any questions for yes, you, stand up. And, right there, yes, with the orange vest or whatever that is. Yes, that's not orange. Okay. What inspired you?
So what inspired me? Well, this film is an adaptation of a series of books called ERNEST and Celestine. We didn't choose another title because it was a good one. And there's around 30 books talking about the daily life of Ernest and Celestine. And Didier Brunet, the producer, he loved these books so much. He was telling these books to his daughter when she was 3 as bedtime stories. And he wanted to make a film for 20 years, and here it is. And if you have the opportunity, it's really wonderful books. I mean, I don't know if you can find them in the US. I know they've been translated in English because it's been released in London and in England. So yeah, it's really beautiful drawings, and it's a big bear living with Celestine, and they just have wonderful things happening to them. It's different from the film, but it's really cool.
Anyone else? Yes, you with the baseball cap.
The volume of the film? Okay.
I don't understand the question. How do you make the volume? How do you make it go loud?
Okay, so there must be someone back there, and he must press on the button, you know, with your TV, you can put the volume on. He's doing the same, I guess. I don't know. We should ask him.
Over there with the straight arm. Are you going to make any other movies for kids?
Well, I hope so. Actually, I don't think like I'm doing movies for kids. I like doing films for me, and I feel like a kid, so I feel that's sort of the same. So, and Vincent and Stéphane are the same. We just like to make movies like everyone can enjoy and have fun watching them. That's fun.
Yes, you in the back. Yes, you. How did you come up with? How was the book adapted? How did you make?
How to adapt a book? So it's a really long process. It took us time to, we took the drawings from the books, and we started drawing them on paper at first, and after I started to make them animate, and we made a lot of experience, like trying this way or this way, and so it took us 1.5 years before we knew exactly how we wanted to make it. And after, it took us another year to make a storyboard. The storyboard is like a comic book, but for a film. And after that, we had to create the film, like doing the animation, the backgrounds and everything, and it took us about 2 years. So it's a very, very long process, but I hope it's worth it.
Adults shouldn't be shy either. You, sir. Was it fun?
The first year it was really fun. Last year it was getting a little bit exhausting, but I mean it was always fun working on, because you're with a lot of people and every step is always interesting. For example, when you're doing the storyboard, you are creating the story, so it's fascinating. Everything is possible. Once you start doing the animation, you suddenly see things coming to life. So once again, it's wonderful. And every step is always something new, and the sound is the best part of the film. I mean, just doing the sound, because you just kept doing a film for 2 years, you know, drawing and everything, and suddenly the sound only takes 2 weeks, so it feels so fast and so. But you can create a lot of things doing the sound design, so it's really great.
Yes, you know.
Well,
the question is, when the film was turned into English, was anything else changed other than the voices?
Well, the sound design remains the same. We don't change anything. There's someone who translates, of course, the dialogue and the script. I don't know if there was a lot of changes. I don't think so. It was maybe.
No, we tried to stay as absolute, you know, to the integrity of the film. There's, you know, turns of phrases and, you know, things that match up differently with the way the French phrasing works, but as much as possible we tried to, there's a really beautiful melody and rhythm in the way that the French lines are delivered, and as much as possible we tried to recapture that in the script. And then when the actors came in, you know, there's some reinterpretation that goes on. I mean, we had wonderful actors in the film, and if you bring a wonderful actor and say, just do it like this French person, then you're not going to get the magic. So it's really important not to try and replicate the old magic, but recreate a new magic for the film. And so that was our attempt on that.
And there was some scenes where people were not laughing in France, and suddenly here I have no idea why they laugh. So, like, I'm going to say something, maybe you didn't laugh at that, but the grey one at the very beginning, she's asking the children, what story am I going to tell you? The Big Bad Bear, and there's a little kid and she's saying, yes, the Big Bad Bear, something like this. And in France, nobody was laughing, but here, maybe you didn't laugh, but the other screening I've been to, they were laughing. I don't know if it was because I was here or anything.
Great. Yes, you up front. ERNEST and Celestine 2, is it in the works?
No, we are not thinking about ERNEST and Celestine 2. My producer wants to make a series on TV, so different little stories of ERNEST and Celestine. But honestly, if you want to see more adventure of ERNEST and Celestine, you can definitely go have a look at the books, because it's really wonderful. So.
Benjamin says no, but other people are sort of pushing in that direction. Yes, you also up front. Did I do the book? No, he did them, yes. You were looking at me, so. Benjamin, did you do the drawings?
I did. I wish I could make more animation with the film. I just did one because we didn't have money left, so I had to finish some of the scenes. I did the scene where ERNEST and Celestine are stealing the thief in shadows and stuff. I did rain and snow in the film, stuff like that. But I did it, there was a whole team doing all the work. It's like 15 people working on the animation, so it's a lot of people working with different people.
Okay, we just have time, unfortunately, for a couple more, and then I don't know, the space in the theater is a little bit tight, but if people want to ask more questions of Benjamin outside, we might find a place on the sidewalk or something like that. Yes, you in the back. Yes, you, the red. Frustrating or difficult parts making the movie?
The most difficult part was accepting to direct the film, to be honest. Well, the storyboard is the most, the scariest part of doing the film, because it's when you're going to do exactly what you want, and it's when you're making the movie, because once you finish the storyboard, you have to animate exactly what you put in the storyboard. You can't change anything. So it was definitely really stressful, and we wanted it to be perfect, so it was kind of hard.
Okay, we're going to do One more. Who's lucky? Who's lucky? Okay, you're jumping. Oh, she was advocating for her child. Say that again? Soon, dear, soon. The question is it available on DVD? And it will be on June 17th.
And it's available in French if you want it, if you can speak French.
Right. And you have a special kind of DVD player. So unfortunately, that's all the time we have because there's another screening going on. I'm so sorry I could stay here all day. But again, if you are persistent and stick around, we'll probably be outside somewhere. And if it's okay with you, Benjamin.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.